ready for football. As two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by... As he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Allen on first and 10. This to Jarwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 34-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Cowboys nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Lions pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after. And that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
21 is
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Younghoe Koo lining up.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Throwing after the interception. Allen, throw left side, complete. It's Elliott. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
It's a gain.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Cooper's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking deep in the direct, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Falcons 17. Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Randy Gregory.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 2
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Falcons.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now the late signing, the former Falcon, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game? And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll drop here to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
1 yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down.
On the carry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. For the point after.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The 42-yard line.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Powers ahead at the 45. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Brings up second.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He gives to Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The Falcon ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down, Falcons.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Allen will try again on second down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
By Deion Jones. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 53 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a 3-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. Jaron Reed breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Pass. Complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This to Jarwin. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Casey. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Falcon ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play action, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 62 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the
Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
His kick
Door
is good.
closed, locked, reinforced.
52.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
To throw again, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Alec Ogletree. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
53, Mike.
On on 3rd and long. It's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Falcons 62. Cowboys 35. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, what a move. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. They shakes him off. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. There he goes right side. Now we've got whistles and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the